And with movies like RoboCop and Swamp Thing and Jeepers Creepers and a bunch of other stuff. And so anything you'd like to ask me, I'll answer.
So can you tell us something about your involvement in the RoboCop movie and your work with Paul Verhoeven?
Paul Verhoeven, yeah, crazy Dutchman. Yeah, we had a great time making RoboCop. We shot half of it in Dallas, Texas, and the other half at a steel plant outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And in Dallas, there was a whole section of the city they were going to tear down, so we blew it up. We had our big 50 caliber guns, and we blew up several streets, a lot of storefronts, and we had a great time. We were like children at play. And Verhoeven's that way. He makes everything a lot of fun, and we had a great time making RoboCop. Yeah, anything else?
So we have a question over here.
Yeah.
I will ask mine later.
Hi.
Hi.
You mentioned Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Can you tell us anything about that and the director?
Victor Salva? Yeah, Victor is, I made about 3 or 4 movies with Victor. I made one called Powder, and then I made Jeepers Creepers 2. We're going to do Jeepers Creepers 3 pretty soon, I think, sometime next year. And the script is ready for that one, and the Creeper will be back for that film. Victor is, he's starting a new horror franchise called The Rattle Man. And it's about a strange man from the netherworld who comes at you out of shadow. Any shadow that you cast, he can come out of and bring you back, take you back into the shadow world with him. So that's The Rattle Man. And he's going to start shooting that, I think, in February, next February. With me, yeah. Yeah, I play a good guy in it this time. Yeah. I was good at Jeepers Creepers 2 also. Yeah. Anything else?
So,
yes.
Over there?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you remember when you first met David Lynch?
You're Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, right. Yeah, David Lynch, yes.
Was he creepy or how was he like? You have a first reaction.
David is, he's more normal than you would think, but he is sort of creepy too. He's got that strange charisma about him, but then when you get past that, he's a pretty normal guy from Montana. And he's a creature of habit. He likes to wear the same clothes all the time. You know, he wears the khaki pants and a black sport coat and a white shirt with the collar buttoned, and he likes cheeseburgers and chocolate milkshakes for lunch. He likes to meditate a lot. He meditates in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. And in fact, transcendental meditation has become his big cause. He's trying to get TM taught in classrooms all across the country of the United States. So meditation is a big part of his life, and plus he's been married several times, so that's a big part of his life also. And I like him a lot, but I don't see him as much as I used to, but I still see him once or twice a year. Yep.
So you also have done a lot. You have done a lot of television work, and you've been involved in a show called Reaper. Can you tell us something about this project?
Well, yeah, Reaper. I don't know if anybody out there has seen that series, but it was on for a couple seasons. We did 33 shows. We made it in Vancouver, Canada, and it was a 1-hour, a comedy all about the devil and hell. And the devil comes to claim a 21-year-old kid on his 21st birthday, and doesn't want to take him back to hell, but he wants him to be a reaper on earth to bring back escaped souls to hell. And I got to play the devil, and it was a great part, you know? You just think about it. Wouldn't you like to be the devil for a while, anyway? And my devil was, you know, not a horrific or terrible devil. He was a very nice devil, a very friendly devil, the kind of devil that you'd want to hang out with, you know, and have a drink or two. We had a great time making it up in Vancouver, and all the other actors on the show have gone on to do other series and have become very successful, and I no longer play the devil, and I miss him. I miss him very much. Yeah, I liked it. Yes.
I was wondering if you said about Jeepers Creepers 3.
Yeah.
Actually wrote the script for it.
Yeah, it picks up right where Jeepers Creepers 2 left off. Right where it ended, it begins again 23 years later, you know, and the old man is still in the barn, and the creeper comes down off the wall, and it all begins all over again. And it's a whole new set of characters, and a lot of different twists in the story. So I think it's really a good script, an excellent script, and if Francis Ford Coppola gets off his ass and decides to produce it, we'll be able to do it. But he owns the rights to it, and he's been dragging out the start of it for the last year or so, and I don't know why, because you know, the other two movies made good money at the box office, and I think Jeepers 3 would make good money too. So, but I think it'll happen soon.
Another good guy role you had was in Infestation. That was quite a physical role.
Infestation, yes, it was. That's a movie all about these alien bugs that come down to Earth, insects, and build this huge hive. And these bugs, there are different kinds of bugs, beetles and flying bugs, and they're killing people and cocooning them and saving them for later, like insects do. And we made it in Bulgaria, and that was an experience. Not an experience, by the way, I'd like to repeat anytime soon. I also made a film in Romania. I liked Romania quite a bit. I liked the whole Dracula thing, you know. I've been obsessed with Dracula since I was about 10 years old. I was given a first edition of Bram Stoker's novel when I was 10, and I immediately read it 3 or 4 or 5 times. And so I've been all the old Hammer films with Christopher Lee, and well, I'm familiar with all the Draculas. Frank Langella. Louis Jourdain did a great television miniseries of Dracula. He was excellent. You wouldn't think that Louis Jourdain, the Frenchman, would be a good Dracula, but you know, sometimes the French, they surprise you. But Bulgaria is not something I'd want to repeat anytime soon. But that was Infestation.
So you just mentioned a project you didn't like. What was your favorite project you did so far? The production you had the most fun, or a role you wanted to do for any reasons?
Well, yeah, but Leland Palmer on Twin Peaks was a great role, and it'll always be close to my heart. And I love playing the devil, like I said. But I played in this film that had nothing to do with horror, really, except it was horrific at the time. It was a film called Good Night and Good Luck, all about the McCarthy hearings in the 50s, and Edward R. Murrow, and I played Don Hollenbeck, the CBS newsman who commits suicide because of a reporter who write some bad things about him in the New York Times. And I got the opportunity to work with George Clooney on that when he directed it and wrote it and also starred in it, and Robert Downey Jr. and you know, Frank Langella and Jeff Daniels, Patricia Clarkson, just an all-star cast. And that was 4 weeks of a lot of fun working with those people.
Which I got. I'm probably going to make the reviews for the DVDs later. As you can see, well, outside it's already dark. This is something I won. Very, very funny. It was a contest, and I got the In Flames album. Really, really cool. Then, secondly, I got the Blu Ray Seed. It's from the Black Edition. It's number 10 from the Black Edition. I have not seen the movie, but I heard a lot of it, and I'm very excited to see this one. Then next up, I got this one for 10 euros. Prince of Bel-Air, 5th season. Quite cool, nice. Everything sealed, still sealed. Then next up, oh, I got a bunch of hard boxes for you guys. But first of all, this one, which is the media book of Bordello of Blood from the 84 Entertainment, $16.99, very good price, low price. And this comes with a comic cover, inside. I got number 51, it's limited to 500. Then next up, oh, this is cool. 15, not 17, I got it for 15. Evil Dead 2, also from the 84 Entertainment. Really cool cover, I love this one. Limited to 125, actually got number 97. Then, next up. Oh, this is cool. This is also 84 Entertainment cover. Really cool. Dark Star. I have not seen the movie yet. Probably will tonight. Limited to 84 pieces. Actually number 62. Really cool, really cool. Science fiction movie. Okay, next up. Blood Knight. Also from the 84 Entertainment. Also for 15 euros. Limited to 111, and this is actually number 81. Okay, now comes the hard box. I have waited for a long time, and I got it for 15 euros, and normally you get it on the internet for about 40 or 50, and it is the Nail Gun Massacre. Hey, that's a pretty cool cover, isn't that? It's also from the 84 Entertainment. The spine, the back cover is limited to 84 pieces, and I actually got number 12. Wow, perfect number, perfect number. I'm really glad to have this one. And last, I got something. It isn't a DVD, but something really cool. And it is Crystal Lake Memories. Yeah, that's the book. It was sealed, but I had to open it because John Carl Butchler signed this one. And well, I will start to bring my book to the next conventions when the stars arrive from the Friday the 13th movie, so that I can collect all of the signatures of them. Yeah, that was it for me for today, guys. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Today I made a lot of photos with the actors, and tomorrow I will mainly be at the Q&A, so you guys will see more of the Q&A. And yeah, see you soon, guys.